But this week on the NFL Coaches Hot Seat, according to Bleacher Report Gridiron, Urban Meyer, David Coley, Matt Nagy, and Joe Judge.
Hot boy.
All right, so I don't know if anybody saw this, but after the Vikings won last week, there was an awkward celebration with Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins was screaming his favorite quote, "You like that? You like that?" while punching Zimmer in the chest. It was a very awkward moment. That's how we're starting this off. Mike Zimmer's getting flamed up. I'm sorry.
Let's go! Welcome, everybody, to the Rick D Podcast. Fucking let it ride then. How about them Cowboys? Poyer over McGregor any day. The Rick D Platform is live right now. Welcome to the Kumbaya.
Hi, I'm Joe Matthews, and when my head is not in the clouds, it's in a football helmet.
To the house, 40 Bigman. FCF Kumbaya is hosted by the fellas from the Rick D Platform, and also Season 1 Fan Favorite LaMarcus Caradine. That was filthy.
300 pounds, it got a little different. It's like, whoa.
FCF Kumbaya. Follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook to watch now. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Kumbaya, presented by the Rick T Platform. You guys see it right there on screen. RTP, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning into the Kumbaya, wherever you're tuning in from, whether you're at home, on the couch, whether you're at work, whether you're on your way to the liquor store. We appreciate you, man. But you guys know we never do the Kumbaya alone. So let's go ahead and bring on our guests for the night. The RTP crew, my guy Jay Sanchez, Jay Money, TK22, Sergi Gato, and a very, very special guest filling in for Mr. LaMarcus Caradine. Don't know. Hey, it's busy around training camp, man. He'll come when he pleases, man. But we got one big one, a great guest. Let's bring him on, Mr. Sir Gump. Yes, sir. He said, crown me. Loving that, bro. How you doing, Gump?
There you go, brother.
Good. How y'all doing?
I'm well, man. I'm well. Living life on this Wednesday night, man. Justin, how you doing, bro?
Not doing too bad, man. Had a good day. Now time for a good episode of Kumbaya.
Yes, sir. Tony.
It was payday today, so we're good.
Payday on a Wednesday?
Yeah, that's sick.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I see it. Hey, Serge, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, feeling good, living better, man. I passed my certification test this morning, you feel me? So I'm feeling good, man. I didn't have the most energy today, but hey, I can't complain, man. The Kumbaya tonight kind of feels good that it's on a Wednesday. I ain't going front, man.
If right, it feels different,
Yeah,
bro.
Wednesday
Usually doing it
feels
on
good.
Tuesday, but yeah, Wednesday definitely feels different, man. So on again, thank everybody for tuning in wherever you guys are tuning in from. My guy Silent Killer saying Gump. My guy Ken saying Gump. Gump, you got a lot of fans throughout the FCF starting off season 1, huh?
Man, man, I'm trying to do it, man. Trying to really take control and just be here with the fans and, you feel me, interact with them as much as I could.
Love it, man. So we're gonna actually do something different here on FCF Kumbaya. You guys know we usually pick 3 words a week. Our 3 words today were jealousy, vibe, and focus. So we're gonna break those down. But first off, we're actually gonna do something, like I said, different. I actually got some fan questions. Like I said, you had a lot of fans throughout the FCF, man, and a lot of people wanted to ask you a specific question, and they needed some answers. So I told them they'd get them right here live on the Kumbaya. So let's go ahead and get them. So from my guy Don Julio. He asked, if you guys weren't playing football, or if you weren't playing football, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be coaching my high school track team or opening my own gym, being a personal trainer.
Love it. And I like I said, if you guys follow my guy Gump on social media, you guys know he gets people right with the athletic training stuff. You know what I mean? He be training them boys right, man. So definitely. My guy Glacier Boy Fans 18 says, what kind of play style are you going to bring to the FCF? Ooh.
A versatile but powerful athlete. I'm very explosive. I'm fast for my size. So it's gonna be like a locomotive just on the field, just kind of going as fast as he could, you know.
Yes, sir. He said he's going to bring the speed, the power. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving that too. My boy Frosty, what's your favorite beer?
I don't like beer.
More of a LeBron, like a wine guy, or you just?
I like wine, but I like Don Julio.
Facts.
Okay.
Don Julio.
So tequila. Yeah.
I'm a tequila guy.
Hey,
guy.
facts.
Yeah, set the vibes right. You know, talk about our next word, vibes. You know, that's a good one.
It's good to stay away from that beer, though, yo. You know, stay away from that grain and that wheat and all that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sticking on the word Don Julio, my guy Don Julio actually has another question and asks, what is one thing unique about your lifetime?
Man, I'm gonna keep this story short. I had a piece of metal in my lung when I was 13 years old. I fell off the rim playing basketball, dunking. I dislodged it. It almost killed me, but I made it out alive, and I'm here to talk to y'all today.
Hey,
Wow.
Jeez.
Hell
Glad
yeah,
you're here,
bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Talk
man.
about like freak accident, man.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. We're glad you're here, bro.
Thank you.
Amen to that, for real, man. Welcome to the Kumbaya, bro, for real. So we got a couple more topics we're going to talk about before we go ahead and get into today's words as well. If you guys didn't see on Twitter, Sports Emmys, they said the Sports Emmys nominee for Outstanding Digital Involvement or Fan Control Football on Twitch. So FCF is getting nominated for an Emmy along with a bunch of people. Raw Emotions Unite Us, The Portal, MLB Home Run Derby, and the Players Championship for Every Shot Live. So, Gump, does this kind of just pump you up to play even better, bro? You guys get a new stadium. You guys are getting nominated for Emmys. Like, how you feeling on that, bro?
It's like it gets better and better week by week. You know, it's like we'll be doing something great one week, and then that next following week is like, oh, and we're doing this. Oh, and we're doing this. Oh, and TO's coming. Oh, and we're Grammy nominated. Oh, we got, you know, it's like it just keep hitting us over and over. And I'm just like, how are we going to, y'all going to keep getting better than this? You know, like we just going to keep improving, you know what I mean?
Pumping it up, bro.
Yeah,
FCF is going hard, bro.
You know,
I was about to say, a lot of people out there, 7-on-7 football is not their game, bro. But when you really look into the game of FCF, when you really look into how the plays are ran, how you guys are trained, the facility that you guys are in, this is real football. You know what I mean? I don't want people to, talk like Skip Bayless and say this is backyard football. It's not backyard football. You guys got a lot of money involved in this, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of talent in the league this year, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Yeah, y'all going to see a lot of dogs this upcoming season. Like a lot of, I respect where a lot of these guys came from and a lot of what they're doing. They're hungry. They lost their chance, so this is literally their second chance. And I think a lot of these guys are ready to put their foot on people's necks.
Facts, man. And did you guys get to go over to Pullman and see the new stadium tonight? Is that what that was?
Boy, when I tell you I got up in there, I was already ready. I'm ready to play for Saturday already. I'm already ready to go.
You said, "Where's my gear?" Let's go ahead and get the scrimmage on now. You know what I'm saying?
Good
Heck,
stuff.
yeah.
So they are completely done putting all the turf down and stuff?
So the turf is down, lighting's done. The monitors are up. They're finishing the seating section where the fans are going to be playing at, and then like the little where the pads are going to be on the wall, and like the little bar sections are going to be right there for the fans to be sitting at and everything like that. Like they're finishing up those touches right now, and a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well.
Love that, bro. That's dope as shit
awesome.
too. It was like the vision of them and showing like pictures and stuff like that wasn't the same of actually like it being done, and now they're posting videos and everyone gets to see it and stuff like that. Pullman's crazy, bro. Pullman is crazy, bro. And I want to go ahead and pump this out real quick. The Coaches Club, as we were just talking about getting inside scoop on, the scrimmage this weekend, you maybe want to know the rules for season 2.0. Go ahead and head over to the Coaches Club and buy your NFT now. It's an instant access to an exclusive NFT group, and it's an instant access to an exclusive Discord with Coach Leota and a bunch of, I would say, expert fan coaches, myself included. A bunch of people included. Jig is in there. Info Arcade's in there. Shout out to a bunch of people. My guy Harry Dog is actually in chat. He's in there. You guys get exclusive information straight before everybody else even gets to see it. And I was telling Justin this. I was like, you need to get a Coaches Club. Why? Why should I get one? Because you get access to, fan football table contents. He sends you that paper by page or page by page. You get exclusive content to the 2022 exhibition game rosters before this Saturday, and that's just something slight. You get exclusive information to practice grades throughout positions throughout the week. You get exclusive information, the playbook. You literally get everything that the coaches are seeing before anybody gets it first.
Hey,
my guy Ken is saying snag it. Yeah,
100.
only 100 in there, and then they're closing it down. I believe there's like 60 something left. My guy Ken's in there. I'm in there.
Coach Leota, Coach Jenks, I'm in tonight. I got it on my phone right now. I'm in. I'm getting that, man. I'm in
tonight. Yes, sir.
Visa secured. You know what I mean? We in.
Facts. And those are just little tad bits. That's just what I can show you guys here on the podcast tonight. So head over, get your guys' Coaches Club now. $50. $50 to get that kind of information, bro.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Slight word
in there.
That's what I'm saying. That's too easy, fellas.
Invest in the league. Invest in the players. Invest in these guys who are doing it. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Excuse my language.
No.
Hey, nah, it's Kumbaya, baby.
I was about to say, bro. Yeah, we go hard here.
Yes,
we go hard. My guy Mask Glacier Boy is asking real quick. He's saying, is Hollywood going to be on? Hollywood actually can't be on tonight. He was actually making his way home and actually got stuck in traffic, that Florida traffic. We're going to go ahead and let him get home safe. And if he can pop on, then perfect. And if not, then we'll catch him on the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, fellas, let's go ahead and start off the FCF Kumbaya, starting off with the first word. And I was like, let's get this word out the way. Everybody goes through this at some point in their life. Everybody has their own definitions of this word, but we're talking jealousy. So, J Money, let's go ahead and get your opinion first on what you think jealousy means, man. What does the word mean to you?
Ooh, yeah, it's like it's a monster, you know what I mean? You don't want to be jealous, but sometimes you just can't help it. And it's like, for me, it's never really been a jealousy thing with like a problem with, being jealous of what others have or what they're doing or anything like that. it's always been with females for me. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. Like if you're hanging out with the female and then, you know, you're around some other guys and somebody's trying to pick up on your girl or something, you get a little jealous or you think she's doing a little something. And, you know, it really bit me in the ass like recently kind of, because one of my like good friends who I know he had no intention of like trying to get with my girl. This was like years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. We're like at a party and I'm like, pull him to the side. I'm like, hey, bro, like, don't be trying to get with my girl. And he's like, I'm not, man. Like, why would you even think that? And I'm like, you know, like, I know, but he wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't. And like, RIP my brother Jake Miller, man, because Jake Evans, I'm sorry, he got into a car wreck and he's no longer here. You know what I mean? And we have an excellent relationship. We've had way more good times rather than just that one time. But still, I think about that, and that's jealousy. And that has helped me get past that so much to where like I don't even think about the word. I don't like the word, and I see it all the time. You know what I mean? And I just try to help people by giving them like a little bit of insight, just like that. Like, don't take shit too seriously, and if you want it, go get it in that sense. And if you feel like your girl or your significant other is messing around, then get to the bottom of it, figure it out between the two of you if you really want it to work, and don't let jealousy like run your life or even be a part of it. You know what I mean? So word up, and RIP my brother Jake Evans.
RIP Jake. Hey, fun. I got a story just because you bring that up, Justin. Serge, you were actually there. You remember when we were all camping that one day? That one camping trip and Justin left us.
Oh, yeah.
The night before him and Aaliyah left us, we were all faded. We all got drunk. We were having a good camping trip, you know. Everyone's going to bed, something like that. And then I think Aaliyah like forgot something outside the tent, so she came out. And I, like, you guys know me, I don't drink like that. So I was just a little tipsy. I was like outside the tent making sure the fire was all done. And I was like, you good, Aaliyah? And Justin's ass was like, Eric, you trying to get with my girl? You trying to get with my girl?
See,
and I was like,
man.
I was about to say, me and Justin are like brothers. So I seen that. Like, I grew up with Justin. So I seen that. And I was like, yeah, I am. What you gonna fucking do about it? Like, started messing with them. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm telling you, Justin, like, that is your thing, bro. And I, like you said, a lot of people go through it. People can't really help it. If you're the jealous type, you're the jealous type. And like you said, it's a monster. So my definition of jealousy, it comes with the word power. Like you said, monster, I'm just gonna change that to power just because it is powerful. It doesn't matter what aspect it's in, whether it is females or whether somebody does have something that you want. And that personally has been a thing for me, whether it's lately or whether it's been my whole life. I think you always see something that you want. You know what I mean? Whether you're Kanye West or the guy on the street homeless, you always see something that you're going to want. And there's something that you're always going to not have or you can't have. You know what I'm saying? And that I feel like that's where that power of jealousy comes in. Power and jealousy. I feel like they go hand in hand. But jealousy is, like you said, a monster, bro. It can take up on you on the wrong times. It can take up on times on you that you're not even thinking about it, bro. And you don't even realize that jealousy is happening. But that's a thing, bro. There's a lot of probably people that didn't get the chance to play in the FCF that are going to be coaching and watching this season that are going to be mad jealous. You know what I mean? I haven't played football in 5 years and I'm jealous of these guys. Just seeing the new stadium, all the benefits that they get, it seems like, bro, I'm jealous. You know what I mean? So jealousy is a monster. But one thing I will say to you guys, if you have a problem with jealousy, my best advice to you guys is to really just close your mind off. You know what I mean? And a lot of people won't agree with me and be like, well, what do you mean turn your mind off? That means you wouldn't be thinking and you wouldn't be making right decisions or making rash decisions and stuff like that. I don't mean necessarily like that. I'm just meaning to that situation. Like if something is making you jealous, literally turn the other cheek, look away from it, block it off, close the door on it. Just close your mind off to the whole situation. Calm yourself down at least before you get yourself thinking about it again. You know what I mean? And that's just my personal advice for it, man. So like my guy Boykin in chat saying, focus on yourself. That's literally all you can do with jealousy, man. So that's my personal definition. It's a monster though. Justin ain't lying about that. It's a monster. Gump, let's swing it to you, man. How you feeling about the word jealousy, bro?
Jealousy has kind of been in my life a lot. Given a God-gifting talent, a lot of people envied me growing up. A lot of close people envied me, and it was the way I responded to it was how I got through it. I never paid attention to it. I never gave my energy towards it. I always I knew it was there, but it's just like, I can't do nothing for y'all not to not to hate on me or not to be jealous of me.
Facts.
And it's just like you said, focus on yourself, and that's what I did. I kept focused on myself. I kept and then I forgot who said the quote, but it was like, if they're not jealous of you, you're doing something wrong. Or if they're not hating on you, you're doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Haters,
So,
you want that jealousy.
So once I heard that, it was just like, I'm not trying to do this for you guys to hate on me, but I know if I continue to chase what I'm chasing, jealousy comes with it.
Facts.
You know, so as my boy Boykins was saying, is focus on yourself. If you find yourself in a jealous state, focus, literally get back to you and be thankful for what you have, not for what you don't have. You know, I think a lot of people are looking at what they don't have and what they don't have. And actually, I was about to put up a quote on Instagram earlier today, is a lot of people miss their blessings because they were so focused on what they had to let go to get it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's like don't lose focus on the good that's happening because you want to focus on, now my girlfriend is talking to him because I had to break up with her, and you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't have to go that way, you know? So I feel like that jealousy is definitely isn't in our control, and keep it simple and focus on yourself.
Facts. And like you said earlier in your story, bro, like you can't change yourself because somebody's jealous of you. You know what I mean? Like you can't help the things you have. And I've always thought that too, when people get like I said, jealousy happens in everything. You can't necessarily help that you're jealous of somebody. You know what I mean? But jealousy is just there. But look at all like the people, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, the rich people in New York City. People are like, man, those guys got it good, bro. Like, all because their parents are rich. Like, they don't even have to work for it. Their parents are rich. Like, but did they get to choose like being born into a rich family? Like, they can't help the things that they have. You know what I'm saying? You can grind for them and you can earn them, but if people are jealous of you, you can't necessarily help that. So I love that you focused on yourself, you kept going, and now you're at where you're at, bro. I'm really feeling that, bro. For sure.
Yeah, it's
Serge,
nice.
swinging it to you, Serge. How you feeling on the word jealousy, bro?
I really like how my boy Gump and Justin brought up the two words power. Actually, no, it's you, Eric. Eric brought up power, and then Gump brought up envy. So I'm going to tie those two together, right? For me, jealousy is one of those things, like you said, Eric, it's something that could be really powerful. It's something that can almost in a way motivate you to move a different way in your everyday life. You know, you look at people different, you move different when you feel jealous of other people. So with that, after a while, letting that jealousy kind of take over your everyday doings, it can kind of get to a point where it can turn into envy, man. You know, you don't want to allow, like Justin said, and like we're all saying, is everyone at one point felt jealous, whether we want to admit it or not. Yeah. But we can't allow that jealousy to turn into envy, because once it turns into envy, that's when it starts kind of deteriorating relationships. That's when it starts, you know, envy is a lot more powerful than jealousy, but it all starts with jealousy and feeling jealous of others. So that's really all I got to say about jealousy, man. And the advice I got to give is just don't let it take control, man.
Facts. You know, like you said, and like Gump said too, like when you let that jealousy take control, you lose track of the things that you have and like the grind that you have going. You know what I mean? You literally lose track of your trail and you start wandering off into that jealousy trail or somebody else's trail trying to follow what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Yeah. Stay focused.
Stay focused,
man. Like you said, Eric, you can't be mad at people for having something in their life that you don't have. You just got to go get after it, man. Like Gump said, just focus on yourself. Focus on your vision, your grind.
The grind, bro. Facts, man. That was a great answer, bro. Tony, last but not least, brother, how you feeling on the word jealousy?
I'm going to try to do football-related all again on these words this week, because this is a football-surrounded show as well. Yeah, quote-unquote, but...
Okay, Josh McCouga.
All right, so jealousy, man. For example, my freshman year, it was a problem for me in high school. My freshman year, me and my real good friend, Zach Griswold, got called up to varsity for a couple games. And the first game was one of the biggest games of the year. We were playing Ponderosa High School. he got to go in that game for a couple plays, and I didn't. And I was just enraged about that. I was super jealous. I was like, why did I get called up here if I'm not going to play? I was super pissed. Then, like, the next half, like, not even another game, the next half I was put into the game, and I was just sitting there looking just stupid because I was mad about something because I didn't understand the full situation and I didn't know what was going to happen in the future. So basically, if you're a youngin and you're in high school sports and you haven't gotten your shot yet and you're looking at somebody else your age that has gotten a shot, wait your time. That's coming. That is coming your way.
And like you explained that, it's almost like the way you explained it, it's like be jealous in a good way. You know what I mean? Take it in like a positive way. Instead of being jealous and being like envious, like we were saying, be jealous and be like, all right, I'm going to get there.
Turn
like,
it into
my
motivation.
way. Yeah, turn it into motivation and into that grind. You know what I mean? Be jealous in a good way. And like my guy Blooded in chat saying, it can be easy to confuse envy and jealousy. You know what I mean? It hella can. But you gotta be careful with how you take jealousy. Like Tony said, you can take it in a good way and let that turn into motivation and grind, or you can take it in a bad way and let it take you off your path and completely derail what you got going on. You know what I mean?
Yo, Tony, was that a Zach Griswold that play? Did he play tackle?
No, he was. Actually, D tackle. Yeah, for Legend High School.
Dang, that's crazy because I swear I had a Zach Griswold that played tackle at Fountain. So I was just thinking, I wonder if that's the same dude, but probably not.
Like, what the hell?
He all played for two different teams.
Fellas.
That's a stud.
Yes,
What
sir,
up,
my guy.
JB?
Yes, sir. Jigga, appreciate
What's
you for
good,
tuning
Jig?
in, bro. Wherever you guys are tuning in from, whether you guys are at home, at work, on your way to the liquor store, you know what I mean? It's not Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Go get your thing going. You know what I'm saying? Turn up. You're at the Kumbaya. Everything's all right. Well, fellas, let's get into our second word. And when I seen this word, I was like, yeah, this fits Kumbaya perfectly. And the word is vibe. So, going backwards, Tony, how you feeling on this word, vibe?
On the spot again here. All right. Just in case you didn't see it 2 minutes ago, I'm trying to relate everything to football here. I think this one's fun to answer when it comes to football because, I was never a wide receiver, but if you're a wide receiver and you're out there vibing, no one's getting in your head. No one's stopping you from catching that ball. You're putting your foot down and you're making that cut right when you need to, and you're making the plays, and no one's going to stop you, no matter what. Vibe can go hand in hand with confidence. Vibe can go hand in hand with just poise. There's so many words that this can go with, but in my opinion, vibe is when you're vibing on the field, no one's going to get in your head, and you can do whatever you want to do.
I like that, T.
Yeah,
Keeping it football
nice,
related. That was well. Sergio, swinging it to you, bro. Vibe.
I like that, T. I actually am going to kind of go off that a little bit as well. So, for example, me and my boy J-Matt, man, in high school, I played cornerback and he played strong safety. So it's kind of one of those vibes that we had together. And it was like that confident vibe, right? It was that shit talking vibe, man. We talked shit to every receiver that came our way, and that was just our vibe. That was how we feel the defense, So keeping it related to football, I love that because on the football field in the locker room, man, it's always about vibes, right? Like we're going to, especially with the FCF, man, all these people are getting on different teams each week. So having a good vibe with certain people is really critical, building that solid, 5 group of people that you're like, man, I got a great vibe with these people. If we end up on the same team this week, it's going to be an amazing game, whether we win or lose, because we're just going to vibe out, swag out, and do our thing, man. So when I think of vibe, man, when it comes to football, man, it's just all about confidence and swagger, man.
Facts, bro. I'm loving that, bro. That was a great answer as well. Gump, my boy, vibe. How you feeling on it?
For vibe, prime example, me. If I'm not dancing on the football field, something's wrong. No matter what, that's it. If you don't see me boogieing and in my own world, then the vibe is off. You feel me? And when the vibe is off, that can dictate the team. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I'm a leader. You know what I mean? I like kind of taking that role and taking that charge. So it's just like, if the leader's off, then the crew gonna be off, and if the crew is off, the whole ship sinks.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's important that if you're that vibe guy, keep your vibe high. You feel me? Make sure it's ready, especially with the league like this. We train with each other every day. We're with each other in the hotels. We see each other breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I mean? So it's just like, when I see the defense, it's love. You feel me? It's not like I'm seeing an opposite, another team from Atlanta that we don't know and we don't see throughout the day. You know what I mean? So it's just like that defender could be on my team, and I'm from week 1, I'm rooting for, I'm going against him, and then week 2, it's like, hey, I need you to tackle this dude, and I need you to handle this for me. So it's just like, for me, keeping that vibe with everybody throughout the game and everything is just, and throughout practice, I feel like is very important.
Facts, bro. Facts. My guy JMP, scouting report. If Gump ain't dancing, he ain't vibe. Noted. Facts, my guy. And let's go ahead and read Jason Wright's comment. Acid Deli is creating the best vibe here at RTP. Huge thank you for all the generous gifted subs to the chat.
Yeah, good looking, Acid.
Shout out.
My God.
Shout out Acid Deli, man. Thank you.
Acid. Gifting subs to RTP, man. Much love. And that was a great answer. And like you said, Gump, if you're that vibe guy, keep your vibe up. And it's real easy to see when the vibe guy, like yourself, if you're not dancing, something's wrong. It'll be real easy to see when something's wrong. You know what I mean? It'll be real easy to see when your vibe is off and you kind of don't have that poker face anymore. So like you said, vibe is kind of just having like that general confidence in yourself and just being like just peaceful. You know what I mean? And my example of like vibe is like in college. I went to college in Grand Junction. That's where Justin's at right now. Haven't been back there since. You know what I mean? Just a general thought of the vibe is just off to me. But I'll hear a song or something, or I'll get a smell or something, and it'll give me a completely like flashback to college. And I'm like, man, like it makes me miss it. You know what I mean? It makes me miss that vibe and like that environment. No, Four Locos doesn't make me miss that vibe. You know what I mean? That's completely off. But yes, you know what I'm saying? And like, for example, the main people that we have on RTP a lot for especially FCF is like Gump, LaMarcus Caradine, Flash Hill, Andrew Jamil. Like, tell me you guys aren't all friends outside of football as well. You know what I mean? It's just a vibe. You know what I mean? We can see that you guys vibe with us. It's literally just a big vibe. We're comfortable with each other. We can talk to each other. We're at one with each other. You know what I mean? Then that's what I would describe as vibe. You know what I mean? Just having a comfortability with whatever person, whatever situation you're in. You know what I mean? Just being comfortable with it. You know what I mean? So vibe, it's a tough word to describe, to be real, but it can be really described in all different kind of forms. You know what I'm saying? So J Money, how you feeling on it?
Heck yeah, man. The vibe is everything, man, depending on, you know, what you're trying to do. And if you are not having a good time, don't kill the vibe. You know what I mean? Go recoup, go focus on yourself, because like it is important, especially like if you're doing anything as a team or as a group. Always keep that vibe up. And like, you know, like Gump was saying, if you're that vibe guy, like I feel like I kind of am like in my workplace, you know what I mean? Everybody's kind of like, oh shit, like I'm at work, I gotta be here, I gotta be doing this, and then, you know, you come in with that little bit of motivation or that little bit of happiness, that smile or whatever, first thing in the morning, just get it up, you know what I mean? Get the vibe up, get everybody feeling good. And the thing is like, you not only can you tell when the vibe is off, but it kind of just like leaves the door open for a lot of things. Whether it's like, is this guy mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Is there something going on? Like, and usually whenever somebody isn't like being their normal selves and their vibe is off, like, you know, that's whenever you might want to like check on somebody or even, you know, try to lift them up even more. You know what I mean? Don't, just because somebody's vibe is down, don't make your vibe down. Maybe that's the time to really put in, you know, the work to lift them up.
Facts, bro. And like you said, when that vibe is off, bro, and it makes people start like really thinking into things, imagine it from a football standpoint. Imagine like what Tony would say for this. If your vibe is off on the field and you're supposed to imagine Gump, if his vibe was off one game and he had like negative yards at halftime, what is he going to be thinking about himself? What is he going to be thinking about the way he's training? What is he going to be thinking about that last week? You know what I mean? So when that vibe is off, it really gets into your head, and you don't want your vibe off personally. Everyone has times where their vibe is off too. It's not just like a continuous, like my vibe, my chakra is just centered and it doesn't knock off track sometimes. Like, yes, sometimes shit talking people get in your head and get you off your vibe. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't get enough sleep and it gets you off your vibe. Sometimes you have a bad day and it gets you off your vibe. Shit happens. But I feel like the best thing you can do is just try to stay on point. And like you said, Justin, just focus on what you can do. You know what I mean?
Now with vibes also come positivity, man. You stay positive and the vibes are always going to be up there. It's also good to always have that one person in the group that does always have that good vibe. Like we know him. Jason Tafoy is a friend that is always having a good vibe anywhere we're at. You know, it's always good to have that one friend that no matter where we're at, how we're feeling, you have that one friend that's just always boosts the vibes up, man.
Facts, bro.
Shout out Jason.
Facts, bro. So here on the Kumbaya, we got into our first two words, jealousy and vibe. We're going to get into our first commercial break. On the other side of commercial break, we're talking some focus. But before we get into it, I do want to remind people one more time, get into the Coaches Club. If you're not in there right now, you're not getting exclusive access to the table of contests for the rules for Fan Control Football Season 2.0. You're not getting exclusive game rosters for this Saturday's game. You're not getting weekly grades. You're not getting exclusive content to the route running tree. You're not getting exclusive content to the fan books. You're not getting any of that. So
You
like
either
I
get
said,
in or you sit out.
get in or sit out. 100 spots.
I'm in, coach.
And then it's locked. $50. It's nothing, bro. To get this kind of exclusive content, go ahead and get your guys' the Coaches Club NFT. Go ahead and get the Coach Jenks and Coach Leota. Just straight up, bro. I can literally DM in there right now. And by the time we get back there from commercial, he'll answer it 3 times. 3 times to the same question. He'll get you that information. He'll get you information out. Like I said, get the access, peoples. My guy JMP knows. You guys know. But we're going to get into commercial break. On the other side of commercial break, focus. Focus.
Focus now. Focus.
Focus, guys. Stay tuned with us, man.
In 2021, Fan Control Football launches the first sports league that gives power to the fans.
With fans calling plays.
In 2022, now season version 2.0 is bigger and badder. With 4 new NFT teams and $40 million in a Series A race. The disruptor of professional sports is here to stay. Get in the game at FCF.io.
We can't stop that.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Rick T from the RTPlatform. Fan Control Football Season 2.0 is right around the corner, and what can I say? I'm ready for takeoff. So I want to go ahead and challenge my last year's team, the Zippers, the Zappers, to go ahead and accept a rivalry with my this year's team, the Glacier Boys, man. Week 2 and week 6, when we go ahead and play you guys, we're going to solidify to the rest of the FCF why we are the best team in the league, and we are not to be played with, man. It's going to kind of look a lot like the other night at the Oscars when Will Smith calmly walked up on the stage, didn't say a thing, smacked the out of Chris Rock, and then calmly walked back to his seat to go ahead and mention that he is not the one to be played with. Keep his name, keep his wife's name out your mouth, Zappers. Keep Glacier Nation out your mouth. And week 2 and week 6, we're gonna go ahead and clap you guys just the way Will Smith did to Chris Rock and solidify we're the best team in the FCF, man. It's your boy Rick T from the RTPlatform, man. Glacier Nation, iced out. Catch you guys later. We're back with the Kumbaya. Presented by the Rick T Platform, boys. We got Mr. Sir Gump on here. My personal opinion, it's probably going to be the best super back in season 2.0. Personally, I gave you the 500-yard challenge, and I was like, man, there's no way. As training camp goes on and the more videos I see and the way I see at least my team talking about the way we use you, I'm like, he going to hit that 500 yards. He going to hit that 500 yards fast and easy. You know what I mean? Coming with that 500 yards, though. You know what you need to come with it?
Man.
Some focus.
Yeah.
Some focus.
Yes,
you're going to have to focus to get that 500 yards, my boy. I definitely think you can do it, but I won't say it's going to be easy. Like I said, there's some talent in season 2.0, bro. Haven't seen too many of the defenses, but after this Saturday, I mean, we get a little scrimmage. We get to see you go. We get to see our boys ball. We get to see the way this is going to be all played out. My guy JMP TV is saying... Sorry, I wasn't on comments. He's saying the season is literally days away now. How are you feeling on that, bro? After going to tryouts and, you know, getting the contract and then being like, all right, now I got to go to training camp. And now it being like you got to see the stadium and it's days away from you getting your first scrimmage in, bro. How you feeling?
Focused. And I know it's kind of right there, but it's I work for this, man. You know what I mean? Like I really put in a lot of time and effort in this, and the training is showing itself. You know, this like is you can't cheat the grind. You know, the the outcome is gonna show what you did, and I feel like it's showing. You know what I mean? And I feel like I got God on my side and God on my team right now. So it's just like it's a dream team effect right now. You know what I mean?
Amen, brother. Hey, let me go ahead and ask you too. Just being that this is your first year, and if I'm right, man, you have been out of football for a little while. I know you played a little bit. What was it? Semi-pro.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of semi-pro. What is your, I would say, end goal here? Say you have a great, phenomenal year with the FCF, and maybe you start getting looks from the Canadian Football League or maybe even the NFL. Like, what is that what you're going for, or are you just focused on the here and the now and trying to just get better every day?
I'm focused on the here and now and getting better day by day. Whatever God opens, you feel me, that door, I'm willing to take it. You know, now that football's back in my life, it's like, you know, if this is where the next stepping stones are to head to, then it's like, why not take it? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I don't want to go against the grain with anything. So I'm okay if I don't have the next level and I can play in the FCF again, I would. You know what I mean? Because this is just a great opportunity. You know, and it's like I kind of like it a little bit. I mean, the paycheck, of course, for the NFL and CFL would be different from here. But for me, it's just like getting this engagement, talking to my fans, like literally being able to talk to y'all and you guys be able to see who we truly are, not just no social media guys. Like you guys get to really hear us and really have this vibe check. You know what I mean? Like you guys really get to fill us out. So it's just like I feel like this is a lot of importance that the NFL might be missing. You know, that's just the player aspect. I'm just a football player here. I'm more than an athlete here. I'm treated as the coach, the personal trainer, the athlete, the vocalizer. You know, like you get all the full 9 yards with this. You know what I mean? So I might be the commissioner of the FCF of California. You never know. Like big things can happen from this. You know what I mean? So it's just whatever doors open, I'm walking through it.
Facts, Amen to that, bro. I'm loving that answer, bro. So let me go ahead and ask you real quick before we get into focus too. What kind of things do you have going on outside of football, outside of FCF? You got any, for example, clothing brands or anything that you have going on outside of just football itself?
So like I said, I'm a high school coach. I'm really looking to change the area of where I come from. You know, trying to be an elite trainer in Riverside, California. And being a personal trainer as well. I really use personal training as a platform to talk to people who are weak in the world, and not weak physically, but weak emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. You know what I mean? I'm there to help people learn how to push weight, not just physical weight, but push through the weight of life.
Facts,
you know
bro.
what I mean? And so I have a brand that's called Gump Mentality. So the whole Sir Gump and everything, it's greatest under major pressure. So it's just like, how great are you under the pressure of what your life brings you?
Facts, bro. I'm loving that.
That's
amazing, bro.
Yeah, like I said, follow my guy Gump on all social media platforms, bro. He's pushing everything that he just talked about, bro, and he's real about it. Like I said, I got on FCF's page one time and they shared a story and he was like cracking somebody's back and getting them right. And I was like, is that Gump doing that? Like Gump's getting them right? They got players getting players right. Like you said, he's the commissioner, the athletic trainer, the player. He can do it all there, bro. So I'm loving that, bro. Like I said, give my guy a follow on all social media platforms and stay tuned with them. But fellas, let's get focused on the word focused. We're going to start with you, Serge, this time, bro. How are you feeling on the word focus, bro?
Ooh, I like starting.
Okay.
Man, focus, man. Focus. It's one of those things, man. You gotta make sure you're focusing on the right things, man. We can't focus on everything, you know. Once we try to sit there and focus on too many things at one time, kind of how Gump said, you gotta focus on the now, the moments you're in now, you know. But the number one focus, right, it needs to start up there, man. It needs to start with God. You focus on God, man, everything else is gonna slowly but surely tie together, man. But that still doesn't mean that you don't work hard and stay focused in what you truly want to do. But it definitely starts up there. You know what I'm saying? But with focus for me, something I personally have a hard time with sometimes, and you guys know I have like photography and, you know, little things on the side and stuff like that. But at times, man, I really do find myself, you know, focusing on too many things, right? Sometimes making too many long-term goals or short-term goals and trying to focus in on those. But what I need to do is, you know, dial in on that one short-term goal that's going to turn into that long-term goal.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
so with focus for me, the advice that I give is just really focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on the things that you love, the people that you love, you know, things that actually have some kind of meaning behind it. You know, don't focus on this other person that's doing this and you wish you did that. Focus on yourself. Just kind of like we said with that first word, it all starts with ourself and up there.
Facts, bro. Very, very well said. Gump, swinging it to you, bro. How you feeling on the word focus?
I'm gonna go off of what my man was saying right there. It starts with God, and I'm a prime example of that. I was in a very, very rough situation, being very, very, I'd say, isolated from God. I was in a very dark place, and as I started to be more obedient, as I started to stop trying to make my plans outweigh more than God, that's when things started aligning for me, and that's when the door started really opening. You know, so it's just focus, and I would say focus on yourself, focus on your weaknesses, your strengths. You know, the little things you need to work on, the big things you need to work on, and focus on accepting yourself. I feel like that's the biggest thing, is accepting ourselves of who we really are. You know, if we mess up, it's just like, all right, you messed up. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean? Just focus on not how to mess up. You know, and take one day. Like, I think we try to fix it so fast. Like, let me just fix it now. No. If you messed up for this long, it's gonna take twice as long to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So just focus on day by day. Let me tell myself I love myself today. That's the first thing you focus on. You know, and as you get comfortable with that, then it's like, all right, next week, let me tell myself how proud I am of myself today. You know what I mean? And it's just like, now you're focusing on the little details, and now 3 months later, you're smiling, walking with your chest up high, swinging your arms because you chose to focus on the correct things.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it does start. It starts with that inside, the spiritually. You know, it starts mentally and it starts emotionally.
Facts.
You know, so focus on those three things and watch how your life turns, man. Watch how it just starts to evolve and work in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
I really like how you said the word little, bro, because it's the littlest of things, man, that make the biggest difference, man, in this life. And
yes, sir.
Just like you said, it's those little stepping stones, man. Those little stepping stones we got to focus on.
And I really like how you said when you stop letting your life outweigh God's, things start playing out. Once you realize that, like, your life is probably no more important than the next guy, and that it really does come down to focusing and putting the work in and putting the grind in. And that's what focus is for me, man. And it really comes down to, like, not necessarily like focus means pay attention. It really comes down to, like, the bigger picture for me. Like, when you focus, you really don't know what you're going to get. It could be something better than you ever thought that you would get. And I had a problem with this very young, going through high school and stuff like that. I had a problem focusing. And it was more of like what Sergio said, where I'd be focusing on too much, where I'd want to play multiple sports at the same time. And then I'd be focusing on my outside of school life. And then I'd be focusing on my family. Like, it was just too much going on and it would derail me. You know what I mean? But once I started focusing and got out of high school and started going to college and, you know, got my family and stuff like that, once you focus, bro, you realize that, like, I was focusing to get this and I ended up getting this, and it was better than I ever thought it was more than I thought that I could focus and get. You know what I mean? So like Sergio said, and like Gump said, really just focus on yourself, put your head down, put the grind in, and it really starts with the man upstairs, man. Once you realize that your life is no more important than the next one, and that you really have to prove why you deserve this, and you have to focus and get what you want, then it comes down to that, and then that's when it'll show. You know what I mean? So both explanations, bro. I really just piggyback off of what both of you guys said, man. It was powerful, bro. Tony, swinging it to you, T Cave. How you feeling on the word focus?
So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to make this different.
Here, he'll help
vibe. And I think I got something. So, if you're an athlete and you're even in the off season and you're going to practice and you're not 100% focused, you're not going to make any improvement. So how I imagined it is, imagine that all the bullshit that you got going on outside the field and outside the weight room is a backpack. What do you do when you get to the field or the court when you're going to hoop or play ball with your friends? Drop it. Exactly. You drop it. And you drop all the bullshit. You focus where you're at. And you can take that a step further. When you're about to step into the squat rack, drop it. Get underneath there. Hit your reps. Go get yourself a PR. Do what you got to do at the end of the day.
Facts. I like that. That was a good example. He said, put it in a backpack and drop it. That was a great example, bro. J Money finishing us off with the word focus here on the Kumbaya, bro. How you feeling about it?
Man, I'm going to take it. I love everything you guys said, and I'm going to take it kind of a different route, just something I was thinking of. And I really love everything you guys said. It's really about, like, figuring out what you want and how to get there, and, like, doing the important stuff every single day to achieve focus. Like, how can you focus? Like, go to sleep at a decent time. Eat good food for yourself. Work out if you can. Like, go to your workplace and set that good vibe and be a good person. Call your family. Tell people you love them. Just keep on, like, opening doors for people. Help senior citizens. You know what I mean? Like, dust off the tables, pushing the chairs. Like, just do the little things, like Gump was saying, and you'll start to find yourself focusing on what it is. And just know that there is, like, one true love and one guy watching out for you. You know what I mean? Or one girl, and, like, they're there for you for a reason, and you're safe no matter what. No matter what you do, you put yourself in bad positions by choices. So as long as you're focused and you're doing the right things, you should be all right. You know what I mean? You should be safe.
Real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you really gotta dial in.
I like that you took it that direction too, because it is obviously you can be, like, for example, a dirtbag or a piece of shit or a lazy boy and then still focus on certain things. But it's a lot easier to focus on, the aspect of life or the aspect of football or whatever you want to focus on when everything around you is going right. When you are pushing in that chair, when you are holding open the door, when you are texting your mom, letting her know you love her. You know what I mean? It's just easier to focus when everything else is not so shambled around you. So I like that you did it that way,
man.
And I feel like, like, when you treat others how you want to be treated, obviously, like, you get respect back. But it's also about, like, just working on it and, like, sharing that with others. You know what I mean? And, like being that light,
Facts. Yeah. Those are great takes on that. Yes, sir, man. Hey, the Kumbaya got real tonight, boys. We got into the 3 words: jealousy, vibe, focus. We went ahead and broke down the fan questions from Don Julio, Glacier Boys, Frosty. We got into some FCF and Emmy talk. We got into some TO talk.
The whole night.
How you feeling about that, Gump? You cool in that he's coming? You excited to meet him?
Yeah. I honestly, when I figured out why they're really coming, you know what I mean? It means a lot, because they're taking the time out their retired lives, to come give exposure to a league that's just started. You know what I mean? T.O. could literally be doing everything that he's already doing with himself, his brand, his podcast, you feel me, training and trying to maybe make a comeback. But it's just like he's taking the time out to be like, you know what? I respect what you guys are doing over there. I want to be a part of the movement. So I think it's a great thing. I don't think he's coming down here to belittle us or anything. Like, he's literally helping us because he was in the NFL. You know what I mean? He did it. He was a successful pro football player, Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why not put that piece in here to help guide these young men to really get to where they need to get to, because a lot of these guys, they want to be a pro football player and make it to the NFL, CFL, and it's just like, why not have people who messed up a little bit when they were doing their thing, you know what I mean, and got back on the right track and fixed themselves, you know, and made us and have now a success story. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's important, and I think it's just a guidance, you know. I'm a fan of T.O., so I'm excited.
Like you said, when I figured it out too, and I thought he was coming to like little brother everybody. Like you said, I thought he was coming to like show off and try to show that he could still play at 48. And then I watched him on the Pat McAfee show today, and he was like, everyone's talking about how I'm going to go mentor these running backs and these DBs, and I am, but I'm excited to mentor like the receivers and the O-line. And he was talking about like everybody, like he's just excited to get in the game of football and talk to people that maybe don't have the privilege to have the knowledge that he has. You know what I mean? It's literally exactly what you said, man. And it makes you think different about it. Like, who else do they got coming? That can't be the only
AB.
one. I don't know about it. AB's coming, but he might like do the complete opposite. He might come and
AB.
I'm stealing the show.
He'd be like, give me the pads.
AB's like, from what I've seen, I don't know AB personally, obviously, but from what I've seen from interviews and being an AB fan, I mean, I was so hyped when he came to the Raiders, and then, you know, he did his thing and went to the Patriots. But the thing is, I think AB is a genuine dude. And I think that the media kind of twists it. And like Up was saying, the FCF gives you a chance to really get to know the player, to get that vibe check, other than just seeing them on social media or seeing what, you know, the league, the NFL portrays of them.
Right. And I also like this too, because it's one of those things, right? Especially as fans, you know, we see sports fans sit there and they quickly smashed on a player, right? When they see he didn't perform the way they wanted to see him perform. But when they winning, you know what I'm saying, they on their side. But when they losing, but when I think of the Kumbaya, right, and we're getting this opportunity to meet the players, and the players get to meet the fans, right? It's like kind of that the fans will be able to get this mutual respect. Like, you see that he's not just a football player; he's a human being that goes through trials and tribulations every day. So once you see him on the field, maybe he has an off game. But then you realize, like, man, I actually seen him talking, you know, with the fans, and like, dude, like, it's just me personally. I hate seeing fans like just like smashing like players, and like when they start losing and not performing well. But here at the Kumbaya, man, it gives everybody a chance to, you know, just this mutual respect for everyone.
Facts, bro. Yep. I couldn't have said that better myself, bro. Very nice. Prototype 81. Hey, I'm gonna go around before we get out of here one more time. Who do you guys think is like a perfect fit for FCF Season 2.0? You guys got anybody just off the top of your head, like they could come in and ball out and play?
I like the Calvin Ridley one because he's got a year to kick it.
He's got a year to just stack up his bread. Dang. Calvin Ridley.
Zach Wilson. I know Matt might not be too happy, but hey, go ahead and throw Zach Wilson in the FCF. I think he might go ahead and do the damn thing. I'm not a big fan.
Hey, I'm gonna say it. Colin Kaepernick.
Yes,
Colin Kaepernick.
He won't get a shot. Like, and it's not that he can't get a shot. It's that literally the teams won't give him a shot anywhere else. Like, bro, why not go to the FCF, ball the fuck out, and then be like, now what?
Not?
Like, now what?
Right.
It's the perfect place for him.
Let's get Pat McAfee at linebacker.
Honestly, right?
You know, you've seen him out there in WWE out there killing it. What is that linebacker?
Smacking. He was smacking. Part of me would say, and he's saying Dwayne, my boy Boykin is saying Dwayne Haskins. He's still in the NFL.
Yeah, he's still in the RG3. RG3.
Ooh.
Even like a Tim Tebow, if you really want it, like a Tim Tebow type.
Tim Tebow would be wild.
I would love Tim Tebow.
Facts, though. Tim Tebow would be a great fit.
He could play multiple positions. One drive come out and play quarterback. One drive come out and play tight end. Like,
what about that Michigan quarterback?
Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson.
So. Yeah.
He's like the fastest quarterback ever.
Get him over there.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Astro saying Tom Brady.
No, Astro.
Nah,
like, you guys are naming NFL players.
Get him out of
here.
Astro.
No current NFL players right now.
Bring John Lynch out of retirement.
Oh my God.
He'll break his
that'd be
hip
bad.
nowadays.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Vince
Bro.
Young.
I don't know. I thought them bringing Josh Gordon was almost like the perfect fit last year for FCF. You know what I mean? Because I was like a great stepping stone, not only for the league, but for like him personally too. Like, kept getting kicked out, couldn't get his option, and then he came to FCF, balled out, and now he's back where he's at. I don't know. Oh, he's saying Cam Chancellor. Oh,
I love that one.
That feels too small for that boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like a Megatron.
Oh my God.
That
would be unfair.
That
you see
would
how Josh Gordon did last year. I'm like, imagine Megatron.
That would be cheat code.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling too. A lot of these players have the potential to, because like T.O., all these players are coming to the FCF. Who knows? We might really see a Megatron in the FCF. That would be crazy,
man. For real.
Facts, bro. And
there's a lot of these DBs are ready to lock up T.O. too.
Yes, sir. I like it.
Like they got like that grit to them. They got like that they got the challenge accepted on them.
Yeah. That's gonna be
Richard Sherman vibe.
Yes.
T.O.'s mediocre now. He's mediocre.
Like, don't ever line me up with a sorry receiver like T.O. Talking for real, that Richard Sherman shit, bro. Ooh. Hey, Warren Moon. Hey, before we get out of here, you guys know where we'll hear this information first? The Coaches Club. If any new players come to the FCF, you know where we're hearing it first, the Coaches Club, where we get information about everything, the contents, the rosters, everything, the schedule. We get weekly lineups on practice grades, everything. Get your Coaches Club now, $50. Coach Jenks, Coach Leota is the GOAT. But I just had to throw it in there, being that we're talking about what players coming in, what player would be great information. We'll get that information first before you get it anywhere else in the Coaches Club, man. So tonight for the Kumbaya, like I said, one more time, we talked about jealousy, vibe, and focus. We got some great opinions out from my guy Sir Gump, my guy J Money, T Cave, Sergiato, and myself, man. We appreciate you guys all for tuning in to Kumbaya. To the Kumbaya. To the Kumbaya. I hope you had a great time, my boy. I hope you ball the fuck out on Saturday in the scrimmage. What team you playing for?
I'm on the Should Have Been Stars.
For now.
Right.
Okay.
I'm on the Should Have Been Stars for now. You feel me? Just the preseason, you know. So we're gonna see how the official season goes, man. We're gonna see.
All right.
Like,
hey, tell Juicy I'm coming for him.
Hey, man.
I'm roasting.
Yes, sir. Should Have Been Stars, number 35. Welcome. It's going to ball out. You get that information first in the Coaches Club, bro. Hey, who do you guys play? Do you guys know who the Should Have Been play?
I think it's the Aokis.
Aokis.
Yeah.
Isn't he performing the first
Yes,
weekend?
we're gonna have to really kill off the performance and everything with the loss.
Facts. I was about to say kill off the hype, man. That's all. That's the only reason they bring in Aoki to perform is to back him up.
And he owns a team.
And you see it. they play the Kingpins that night game. Week 1, April 16th. They got the night game.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Aoki versus Kingpins. Hey, I hope you're a Glacier Boy. These boys hope you're Beast. But if you happen to be an Aoki or a Kingpin, that's probably gonna be a lit fucking game to play in.
Man, I'm telling you.
The night game, you get the DJ like bro, that'd be legendary touchdown celebration. Just going to Aoki's DJ booth and start playing his shit.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? Hey,
yeah, I like that.
You gotta start thinking about those, Gump. You gotta start thinking like, how am I gonna hit ESPN's top 10?
Okay, so y'all seen The Longest Yard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Cheeseburger. You feel me?
Oh.
So we're sponsored by Wendy's.
What?
So I'm thinking of getting some Wendy's cheeseburgers, and when I score, start handing them out
Yeah.
They call you cheeseburger.
I got the fries that'll cross your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cheeseburger, no cheese here.
That's cheeseburger Gump. Someone holding the sign in the stands, just cheeseburger Gump, bro. Oh, you right. You right.
Cheeseburger me.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
how
all
you
for
get
the
on the
fourth
side of an
floor.
FCF bus right
Yeah.
there.
Yes, sir.
My boy has. I was like, you gotta think about it. He was like, let me drop something on you real quick. Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
See, now I got two. Now I got two good ideas.
Yeah,
that
facts,
one's
bro.
fire.
got you.
Everyone
Yes,
always
sir.
enjoys a nice cheeseburger.
You know.
Cheeseburger. Facts. Put it on
I'm
somebody's face
trying
mask
to
after you
stop.
rolling
I'm
over
trying to
them.
stop the cheeseburgers for a while. Y'all got to stop
Hey,
talking.
my bad, bro, my bad.
I'm hype as hell, man. Again, I appreciate you, my boy Gump, for coming to the Kumbaya, vibing
Yes,
out
bro.
with the boys, the RTP boys, everybody that tuned in and watched and went ahead and shouted the Kumbaya out and got some viewers in here. We appreciate you guys wherever you guys tuned in from tonight.
Shout out, Dad.
We will be back next week. And if you guys, hey, this Saturday, like I said, preseason game, you guys go ahead and watch that scrimmage, see how the FCF's going to work. Go ahead and scout the players that you guys want. I know mad people are going to be fighting for my guy Gump because they already are, and we haven't even seen him play in a real scrimmage. So it's going to be a bloodbath out there. And then coming week 1, April 16th, if you're not at the stadium, go ahead and tune into the RTP watch along. Get your guys' insights right here on the RTP platform.
Right.
Where I'm telling you, you see, watch me when I'm calling Gump running a 60 or 50-yard touchdown. I'm gonna lose it. I'm pulling my mic out the stand and I'm standing up and going, he's at the 10, he's at the 15, he's at the 20. Oh, he's gone. Gump.
I'm
Number
spiking my mic.
35,
On site.
2, 12, that's 6 big ones. I'm talking shit. You know what I mean? So if you're at the game in Atlanta, tune into the RT platform, man. We're gonna be commentating the games, doing a little watch along, bruh. We're gonna be coaching the games up. You know what I'm saying? Getting those plays right. Hey, one more time. This is the Kumbaya presented by the RT platform, man. With your boy Eric Holmes, J Money Time, T Cave, Sergiato, and Mr. Sir Gump, man. We'll catch you guys next week. We appreciate you guys.
Y'all have a blessed one, man.
You as well, my brother. Stay safe.
Peace.
So what I do with fan control football players when they come on this show specifically is I like to compare it to kind of the quests and the challenges that Kobe Bryant gave the players in the NBA after he retired. He looked at Giannis and said, Giannis, my challenge to you is to win an MVP. And it kind of gave Giannis that drive to grind the rest of the season out and for seasons forward. So we're calling this Eric's hit list, man. And I have a couple challenges for you, man, with Edvin Velasquez here, man. So my hit list for you. 1, I want you to have the most touchdowns in the whole Fan Control Football Season 2.0 in the 1v1 challenges. Number 2, you got to be the first new player in the Fan Control Football League to be franchise tagged. And 3, we got to have you become a fan favorite for every single player on this show. So it's time to get into it. I'm calling it Eric's hit list. Eric's Fan Control Football hit list with LaMarcus Caradine. My 3 goals for you, man. Not number 1, I want you to have the most yards after catch out of any player this season in season 2.0. Number 2, I want you to have the best damn touchdown celebration of the year. Doesn't matter what player, doesn't matter if Odell Beckham is in this goddamn league. That's exactly what I want to see. And 3, man, I want to see you franchise tagged by the 3rd game. And to every Fan Control Football player that comes on my show, man, I'm calling it Eric's hit list. And I'm just giving them a couple challenges that they need to hit throughout the season to come back on this show. No, not to come back on the show, man. Hey, I'm all you're gonna be X-nayed if you don't hit these challenges, man. So let's get right into it. Eric's Fan Control Football Season 2.0 hit list for Tredante Hill. My number 1 hit list is you got to be Fan Control 2.0 fastest player once again. Number 2, Fan Control Football 2.0 most targets. And number 3, this one is out of the box, man, but I'm challenging you to throw a touchdown pass this year, bro. I give him Eric's hit list for Season 2.0. Now it's time for Eric's hit list that I'm giving you, my guy Tommy. Number 1, I need you to be leading touchdowns for whatever team you may be on.
Okay, I can do that.
I need you to be a Season 2 fan favorite. And number 3, this one, I thought about this for a second. I'm like, I don't know what to give this guy for the 3rd one. So for number 3, I need you to make a Fan Control Football top 10 play with a block. but 3 challenges for you that you have to hit throughout this season, man. So challenge number 1. You got to be over 200 yards receiving in your first 3 games, and this is probably the hardest challenge I've given anybody on this show.
Like I think we can get that.
Number 2, bro. You got to win MVP for whatever team you're on, and challenge number
I accept,
3.
bro. I accept 1 and 2.
Be the outright king of the 1v1 matchups this year as on Eric's hit list. And honestly, we haven't had one person come on here and just not accept the challenges. So I'm low-key trying to pipe the challenges up that hard to where someone's like, yeah, man, I can't take that challenge. Like, I got to deny. Let's get into it, my guy. So Eric's hit list. Number 1, I want you to get 10 catches in one single game. Number 2, it might not be the most important to some, but it's the most important to me. So number 2, I need you to hit the gritty better than Mac Jones. You just got to beat that.
I really would have Mac Jones for sure.
The final hit on Eric's hit list. I like it. I need to have 5 or less drops the whole season.
You guys got to make it harder for me.
I got 3 challenges that I'm going to offer you to hit in season 2.0. You can just accept, decline. You can do whatever you need to, man. But I'm challenging these people, and let's just say we got a little prize for whoever does hit their hit list. So challenge number 1, we got most pass deflections in the FCF. Challenge number 2, least yards given to a wide receiver in the FCF. Then challenge number 3, 2 or less touchdowns given all season long. Do you accept Eric's hit list?
I accept.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, my boy.
I accept.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, let's get it, man. I'm willing to accept all the challenges.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Good luck to all of our Talk Your Talk show athletes with an Eric's Hit List challenge.